Hello and welcome back to FIFA Manager 2020 here with Rawslowgaming with Bath City in Vanilla National League South, and we are starting off fast here with the game against Chippenham Town. Rating 491 versus 491. We are having advantage of home pitch, home field, so hopefully we can take that advantage. Unfortunately, Ryan Brandt missed a penalty there, which definitely weren't good for us, but let's say that they can do better, and we'll go in with the assistant, and atmosphere only 14 out of 20 at the moment, which isn't too great. Come on, get in a goal. Oh, it's going to be goalless here in the very start of this episode. Decent rating and performance from the team overall. Not so much in the offense though. And I see why, because the shots were 6-2, shots on target 3-1, chances 4-2, and the possession 60-40%. So definitely had the momentum there in the match, but couldn't convert it, unfortunately. It did brought us up to 16th place though in the league, 20 points off from a playoff spot and 15 points clear of the relegation zone. So let's see here, and we are very much in, starting to get to the closing stages of the season. What we are in is very much the negotiation stage, so to say, of the players. We have quite a few players here that we are unfortunately losing, and we are having Craig here rejecting our contracts and is the key player that we want to sign for next season. And we have lost a pretty good player, Connor Riley, due to us not really thinking clear and so on. Can't do too much about that, unfortunately. Craig up to 96 in fitness, somehow very fast, but can't complain about that. That's actually very nice. Let's see here, highest form gain, not game. You team here, Polkacliff, yeah. You have a contract. You should really focus though on, let's see here, training. No, can't do training here. Preferred position, yeah, center defender. To get him to be a center defender is what we can do there pretty much. Reigns can't or do much there. And not really interested in having him left in the team, so we will not bother doing too much. Tough game here against Waterlooville, our team rating at 494 versus their 548. So we will go out there and keep it simple and hope for the best pretty much. And guys, if you're wanting to see the Sweden match or highlights or anything like that, do let me know, and I will for sure consider it at least. Myself, I would really like to play this instant results, since that moves the game forward a lot faster. And me myself, at least, I'm very interested in the signing of the players and the developing of the players, developing of the club and everything like that. So that is what we're focusing on pretty much here in this series. Unfortunately, we have extremely poor rating overall here on all our players after one half here against Waterlooville. It's really, really dreadful actually. But we can't say anything else than just play like we practiced in training. We could with a risky talk, but I don't want to do that. And they do manage to get in another goal here against us. So this is looking to be another loss here. And it is the final scoreline 0-2 for Bassett versus Hammond Waterlooville. Shots 0-6, shots on target 0-3, chances 0-6, and possession 40-60%. Still 16th in the league, 23 points up to the playoff zone, 15 points clear of the relegation zone. So we're pretty much clear from that at least. Coming up next, we should have a pretty exciting game against the Weymouth, who are 13th in the league at home. Hopefully should be pretty even, and hopefully a good chance for us to win the game and maybe move up a spot in the table, who knows. So let's see here, most improved players of this season. Yeah, we are certainly not any player there. This is certainly impressive. 7 levels on a lot of players here, or 8 levels even on Tuma here, for example, from 39 up to 47. And that's the sort of development you need to do on the players. And this player actually haven't even gained experience, which often are an easy way to gain the level gaining, so to say. So really impressive gain here on a lot of players, and this is really where you want to be shining if you're developing the club for the future, which you are trying to do. We are playing for to get the club up in Premier League and beyond, out in Europe actually. So let's see here. It's all right. We are not planning any new signings for central midfielder. No, we are not planning for that. Let's see here. Your team, yeah, don't want to do that. Craig, we want to offer you a contract. Yeah, you don't want to talk with us, that's all right. Artus. All right, he doesn't want to discuss an extension no matter what until he's happy. What would make him happy then? Well, he wanted to improve pretty much, I guess, but we can't really make him improve. Where are the contracts? Transfer market. Have I lost the button for the contract? Oh well, I guess we can go this way instead. No, not really. Here we go, contracts. Oh well, doesn't matter. This is an sort by level. Again, Ryan Brandt, extend contract. All right, so you're starting to get down now on your crazy demands a bit, which is good. So that seems to do not too much. Acceptable in 3 years. We don't really want to give you 3 years. At least not at that cost, so to say. We'll give you 3.8. It's a lot lower than last time around, actually. But we can't do anything about that. And Watkins is too old, pretty much, and Artus don't want to look at the contract, and the same is for Dan Ball. Reigns, yeah, I don't think we want to offer him a contract, and not Edwards either. So we'll just continue here and play the match against Weymouth and hope for a good result here. Team rating 489 versus 506. And yeah, starting off extremely poorly here again with a goal against us in the 4th minute, and really need to turn things around, and it doesn't look like it's going to be this match because the scoreline after one half is 0-2 for Bassett versus Weymouth. Looking at the team or the player ratings, and they did a decent first half, but it's not good enough, and Atmosphere have now dropped tremendously, pretty much down to 11. Team rating or team work is going up though, which is good, but yeah, not a good match. And scoreline 0-3 for Bassett versus Weymouth. Shots 0-5, shots on target 0-5, chances 0-5, and possession 40-60%, so not good at all. And dropping back down to 17th place here again. 24 points up to playoff zone or playoff spot, and 14 points clear of the relegation zone. So let's look at chances here. We are the worst at creating chances actually in the league. So thinking a bit on how we should do for next season in terms of formation and things like that. I don't really know, but we should probably play a little bit more offensive. Brandt accepting the contract there, which sort of is nice, but sort of is definitely expensive also. But he is sort of improving, so shouldn't be too bad. But he is on a 3-year contract. The risk is that he will get worse, but he is actually at his prime age, or going to be for a striker. So where were we? I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll pick up, yeah, contract of Brandt extended, so that's guess good. And we'll continue here. Attention, yeah, all right. So assistant manager, to your magic here. So against Oxford City, our team rating 489 and they're 460. So we should have a pretty good chance here. We're playing as an away team though, so it will be a little bit hard, but taking the lead there in the 2nd minute is always a good start, and extending it in at the 24th is even better. And that's the result after one half. 2-0 for Bassett versus Oxford City, and overall good ratings on the players finally. I won't say just how we imagined. Atmosphere down to 11, teamwork at 61 though, so that's good. Unfortunately, early reduction there from Oxford City in the 48th minute, and equalizer in the 64th, which is not too good, but we do manage to hold off for a draw at least. So final scoreline 2-2 for Bassett versus Oxford City. Overall, pretty good ratings on all our players in the end. Shots 4-7, shots on target 4-6, chances 4-7, and possession 42-58%. So not that great. Still 17th in the league, 25 points up to a playoff spot, and 15 points clear of the relegation zone. Next up, we have Bassett against Welling United, who are just the spot above us. So will be very, very interesting game, or a close game, hopefully. And hopefully we'll manage to win it pretty healthy. That would be very good for us. And our cash here is pretty darn well. Actually, we are, I think, have held on with the cash pretty good overall here throughout the season. At the moment, Welling United 510 or team rating 498, so we'll be probably pretty close. We're playing at home, which will be good for us. So let's see here. Adam Beal, you should also be trained, definitely for a center defender, especially with how you have developed here. 414, that's pretty darn crazy. So training objectives, you should be central defender, and training objective, at least as said, how we are planning or playing the team at the moment. We are going to lose our left back here, that is good. So center defenders, I guess, is the way to go here for us. We don't really have any left back to play. If so, we need to go. Well, we do have Polka, of course, which we have signed. So we could definitely play a more regular 4-4-2 for next season. And maybe have just like one defensive midfielder, or even maybe an attacking midfielder. And 2 strikers, even though we don't really have a second striker, but we could maybe develop one of our players into that. We have Statia here, who could be a good player, maybe. Yeah, I've actually developed decently, so he could be a player for us. And yeah, all the reserve players have ridiculous wages, unfortunately. Yeah, we are thinking about things pretty much here, how we will do. This is the most important player though to get in. Yeah, I guess you can have 3.5 maybe. Craig. It's a little bit too much, really, or a lot too much, and especially me upping that and giving it 4 years. Maybe not the smartest move, or definitely not the smartest move, but yeah, it is how it is. So let's see here. I think we should give Simple here a contract for next season also. Give you 2 years and 2.2. Shouldn't really give you 2. Give you 2 for first team next year. Yeah, that seems good to me. Adaman, become stronger, please. Let assistant manager choose here. So we are probably going to look at a little bit of more stuff also here for next season, but don't know it yet here. So still 496 versus 510, and we can win a little bit of a risk attack here, but hopefully we can keep it together after a last match that were good, but not that great in the end. Unfortunately, Welling United taking the lead here with 0-1 after 1 half. Yes, that is not looking good. So hopefully we can pull it together. Atmosphere's down to 9 and now. And Welling United extending their lead there in the 51st minute. So looking very poor actually for us. And 0-3 here. I think definitely for next season we need to do something a little bit different in our lineup. And we will start to try and plan for that. So final score 0-3 for Bassett versus Welling United. Shots 1-10, shots on target 0-6, chances 2-12, and chances, just 2-12, possession 39-61. And overall, pretty poor performance by the lads. Still 17th in the league. 26 points up to a playoff spot, and 15 points clear of the relegation zone. And yeah, media and our fans is starting to lose patience in us. I guess fan popularity down to 85, which isn't that good at all. And the next game come up is against Eastbourne Borough, and that is going to be tough, as you see, since their team rating is 550 and we are down to 493, which isn't that good, as said. So with one of you, we have Rooney that are leaving, Tom Smith, Jordan Simpson and Richards. Yeah, you should be able to share on with one defensive midfielder, if that is how we want to play, and two central midfielders, and I guess two strikers. So pretty much moving up one of our players from here to there, or should that's a regular? It could be actually be enough then in the center midfield if we're, yeah, definitely. Then we will only have two central midfielders, and here would be pretty good. And Beale would be playing in his favorite position. Yeah, I think we do have a good plan actually for next season here, if we bring everything together in a good way. Then Rooney scores his first goal and additional budget. Riley improved his headers. 49, yeah. It's a shame really that we couldn't keep him. It's all right. Vauxhall gained experience. Shock accepts the contract. Craig accepts the contract as well, which is good. But we are definitely overpaying him. Yeah, market value 2.9 and paying him 3.5k. That's not too good at all. Yes, we want to change the team just so we can do team dynamics here. We'll say to Edwards, give more in training. And continue here and fight this match off. Give it your best, and we are closing in here on the end of the season with only 4 matches to go, including in this one. And starting this match off badly, also with a goal against us early in the first half. Looking at the ratings and stats there, things are not looking good for us. But yeah, hopefully they can bring it around. But that is not going to be the case. Eastbourne Borough extending the lead there early in the second half. So that's the end result. 0-2 for Bassett versus Eastbourne Borough. Shots 0-11, shots on target 0-5, chances 1-15, possession 37-63%. So overall, in then I guess that were a good result, only losing by 3 goals. So still 17th in the league, 29 points of a playoff spot, and 15 points or 16 points clear of the relegation zone still. Next game going to be super hard against Chelmsford City, who are first. So going to lose that game as well, probably. And yeah, Simpson has become stronger, which is good, I guess. Yeah, he haven't lost that much overall, which is good. And we'll move on here. I don't know if we'll stick around to the end of the season in this episode, or that will be the next one. Chelmsford at 588 in team rating, which is yeah, very poor for us, so to say. Let's see here, what's next? The news center. Form game, yeah, we know. I guess we'll take a look at the contracts. And so we'll see if we can say anything good here to prompt. Perfect shape is definitely on the table here. All right, so we have said that team too much. We were going with perfect shape for the first round pretty much, and we were going for the second round, and yeah, that apparently didn't go on too well. Hopefully he will forget that for next season, and will try to not say perfect shape for next game, if only like backup, if we really don't have anything else to say to our players. And on goal here so far in the first half for us, unfortunately. That were the only goal in the first half, on goal done for Bath City. Atmosphere 9, team work 55, so pretty low, and some goal bonanza there in the early stages of the second half. So far 1-4, and that's also the end result for Bassett versus Chelmsford. Overall pretty poor ratings, nothing spectacular bad though. Shots 3-9, shots on target 1-7, chances 3-12, and possession 38-62%. So much expected of that game pretty much. Still 17th in the league, 32 points up to a playoff spot, and 12 points clear of the relegation zone here only. Sports dropping down to 10 here. And yeah, we are not doing too great here. Truth be told. And yeah, 2 more games to go. Hopefully we will not get fired before the end of that, at least, I think, but we'll see. And if you want to see that, you gotta check in next episode, because this is the end of this one. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.